emojis in the chat, Pips. Crying emojis in the chat. Oh my lord, what is going on, everybody? Breaking news, folks. Breaking news. Now, I didn't create a video. I was waiting to get all the information until I published this video. But of course, it wouldn't be a Phil's Day Off without a WWE Champion segment. That's right, folks. Our boy TJ Gamebox reported out earlier today that he saw that Phil was online a few hours back. And apparently, you know, and this was early in the morning, our boy Phil spent his night playing WWE Champions, and he noticed that his roster increased, and he noticed that he put in a good amount of work. Initially, he didn't report out how much money he spent because he had to calculate and get all that information. But of course, our boy TJ Gamebox has all of the WWE Champions information and was quickly able to decipher how much Phil spent on his day off playing WWE Champions. And it's just shocking. It really is. It is shocking to see what Phil is spending on WWE Champions. I mean, where's he getting the money? That's the biggest question I have, of course. So right here we see TJ Gamebox reporting out that Phil spent a whopping $967. And of course he calculated it several times. You know, and he uses a whole bunch of different factors to determine how much did Phil spend, and he's usually pretty spot on. I mean, he's right there. And wow, he spent $967 on WWE Champions. That's on top of the $1,300 that he spent last week. So it's interesting how WWE Champions, you know, got very quiet the last couple of weeks, but right as soon as he got his YouTube check, his activity just shot up. Like I said, last week he got his check and spent $1,300 on WWE Champions. And then this week, on his day off, where his support wasn't that great, I mean, I reported he made about $1,100 in tips, $386 from the event on Saturday, the big event. But that all went. I mean, he used it all up on WWE Champions already. It leads you to believe that he is using his YouTube check now to finance his gambling habit. Essentially, that's what he's doing. And I think what we can account for this possibly is he's carving out the DSP Reacts money he's receiving from his YouTube check. So when he gets a YouTube check, he gets one check because it's one AdSense account. But what he's probably doing is carving out the DSP Reacts ad revenue, super chats, you know, that money. He's carving that out and not considering it as part of DSP gaming as a whole. And I'm pretty sure Kat, you know, she's oblivious and really can't tell the difference. But we've reported out that just because Phil has two channels and getting channels from getting money from two channels, it doesn't really matter because he's essentially he's stealing from Peter to pay Paul. You know, the money's coming from the money he would normally get from DSP Gaming anyway. So it's just shocking and surprising that he's still coming up with funds somehow to pay for this gambling addiction. Some people speculate that maybe he got a credit card, like he managed to get a credit card and maybe he's putting it on a credit card. I don't think so. I don't think he's doing that just because bankruptcy is a red scarlet letter on your chest that stays there for a while. People do not want to touch you when you have that mark on your record where you go bankrupt. The government writes off essentially hundreds of thousands of dollars that they say you don't have to pay back to these companies. Yeah, you get flagged big time, and there's no way you're gonna get any credit whatsoever. That stuff takes at least a minimum of 7 years to come off your record. So I can't see anyone touching Phil with a credit card. And it's only been, 2.5 years, 3 years since the bankruptcy? So there's no way. The only way I could think about it maybe is if Kat's credit might be okay, and she co-signed for a credit card for Phil, but even that, I can't picture anyone giving Phil a credit card. Not during this tumultuous period. Some other people speculated that maybe he refinanced the snort for it, and now he has extra cash, and that's the reason why he's bragging. I don't think that's the case, because that's information you can easily find out online. There's enough information about DSP out there where you can find out whether he's refinanced his property or not. So I don't think that's the case, and I haven't heard any grumblings or any whispers about Phil refinancing the snort for it. So I think he's just using his YouTube check, the check that he's getting for on the 21st every month. He's probably carving out the DSP React money, and on top of his tips, using that for spending cash. And don't forget, I reported out in July that he no longer had to pay the note on the Snortmobile. That's almost $400 a year a month that he no longer has to pay out to anyone, which also means that he doesn't need full coverage insurance anymore. When you have a car note, you're required by state law to carry, or you're required by the mortgage. You're required by the lender to carry full coverage insurance. But once you don't have a car note, you don't need full coverage insurance. You can just get basic liability, which is a lot cheaper than full coverage. So there could be some additional savings there that he's getting every month. And it seems like he's pumping that money into WWE Champions. I'm guessing it's that. I'm guessing it's just he has extra money every month, and he's using the DSP React money that he's getting from his YouTube check to finance WWE Champions. I think that's what it is. But if I hear anything different, I will definitely let you know. So, yep, Phil just spent $967 on WWE Champions. That puts him at $2,200 in under about a week and a half since the 21st. Since the check on the 21st, he's over $2,300 in the hole on WWE Champions. It's outstanding. I don't understand how anyone can fork out this kind of money for Candy Crush. Anyway, crying emojis in the chat, pimps. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Peace out.